Hi, hello. So we are going to learn how to do a simple macrame keychain. Now this keychain is very simple and these cells, of course not perhaps in this size, this is too much big. I make it like this so we can see better the structure. But you can do it with a small ring inside. So this is a wood ring, a larger wood ring, but with a smaller ring and with smaller rope perhaps you can make several sizes of keychains that sell. This is very easy to do, very fast. You can do it in several colors, you can do even in 2 colors. And so this is the back, you can see it here, there is no loop. The front is here where is the loops. So this is the Larks heads loops. And here is the knot that we have seen in the last video. So we have already learned how to do this knot in the last video. How to make it perfect is the same. This one here and this one here is exactly the same. And it is a 2-strand Matty Walker knot. Very easy. So if you want to learn it, please see my last video. In here, it's very easy. I'm going to do it just a part, not all, for us to see. And if you do, for instance, in those colors that reflect the light, you know, there are some shoes. There are some shoes, some rope shoes that have a bright light that are fluorescent or something like that. I don't know exactly the word in English, but they reflect the light. They are in yellow, bright yellow usually, and in orange, very bright orange, and when the light gets in, they just get illuminated. And you can do it, you can use that. Those rope shoes, they are very cheap. If you buy them in some large quantity, it is cheap. And even if you buy one by one, it's still cheap. And if you make like this, you can use it on the bags. So this is very useful to have on the bag, like this big one. Those bags that people use on the back or on the side or something like that. And if you have it like this, it will be a great sign, so you will be signalized with a interesting light. If a car light passes on you, this will open, you know, makes a huge fluorescent thing. So this is very easy. Let's start it. In here, I'm going to show you the difference. If one does this without the Matty Walker knot, it will stay like this. So no Matty Walker, you just cut it in here and stay like this, and here nothing. But like this is perfect. You can cut it. It will stay together, you know, and these ones are separate. They're separate. And here the same. So the loop is together, has an appeal, a good looking, you know, and this one looks too much a person that does not know really how to work. So I have this one here just for you to make a seeing. This loop is just one of these loops. Okay, so this loop is, this loop here is one of these loops. So instead of having this loop very tight, one can use it like this and start making the continuation of the movement. So this loop, actually it is as it was like this. You see it? So this loop is this loop. And here is the finishing, of course. But this is a work that anyone can do. This is also a work that anyone can do, but it has a professional look, you know. You can sell these things. I've sold these things for many years and I've made my life with this, you know. And it is important to have things that are good looking and very easy, very fast, and that do not demand too much strength from the hands. Okay, if you have to do it and do it and do it and do it, you need something that it is easy. You can work a lot of them and you can sell sheep, and if you sell sheep you can still make a lot of money. My business was a good business. Why? Because I had the calculation of the how much money I have on material. Okay, so you make the countings, you make the math on the rope that you have, on the ring, and then you make a calculation how much do you have. Suppose that you have €1. Suppose that you have here €1. It's not true. Probably in here you will have, if you find the good materials in good houses, you have 3, 5, 4, 5 cents. Okay, so it's really cheap. You can sell it easily for €3, €4, €5. €5 perhaps is difficult. 4 perhaps difficult, but for 3 it's done. If you have a lot of colors, €3, anyone will buy it. And if you take a good look, if you sell this for, let's make a round math. Suppose this is €0.50 in material. If you sell for €1, you say, oh my gosh, so little, right? Yes, but it is 100%. Now suppose you sell it for €2. For €2 you are taking it 200%. Now 200% will give enough for the materials and for the other expenses, for the food, for the car transportations, everything. If you sell it for 3, then you will have, in each one that you sell, you have €1 that you can take for your life to spend in other things. So if this is half an euro, you sell it and immediately you have enough money, and it is little money. Okay, for €3, for €2, for €2.50, you can sell a lot. At least, well, it was like this 20 years ago. Right now I don't know how the market is, but well, the market for selling is, there is a rule, you have to test it. Okay, you make one, you make the maths, if it is okay you make more, if it is not, well, you have to find another model or another way or another thing. So don't just make 100, no, make 10, 8, 6, 5, 4. Okay, make several in several colors, you put it on the table. If you start selling, then you start improving, always from lower to higher. Okay, so let's begin. We can do a lot of works with this. I have here just an exemplification. I'm going to show you here another work. So here you have it. It's the same thing, the same beginning, the same loop, and then the lark heads. I'm going to do it all till here, and then we are going to make here something inside very interesting to the next videos. So right now let's just see this for exemplification. This is so fast and so easy to work and so cheap that actually these things were the things that were the most profitable. Okay, when I work things in those long years ago, if I did a complex thing, it will never give money. What give money is these things, little things, fast to do, little material, little effort, and that everybody likes. Everybody likes this, at least in those days. Okay, but people usually don't change so much fast. If this was sellable, if I sold these a lot in those days, anyone can still sell in these days. But is, as I tell you, please test it first. Okay, there are some surprises. Sometimes there are surprises. Sometimes there are places. If you go to a seaside, for instance, you sell a lot. But if you go for another places, perhaps it will become more difficult. I don't know. You have to see it for yourself. So here is the beginning. Take a good look. I'm going to undo one part. And now it's like this. So what is? You pass it over the ring, then bring it in the middle, so inside, not in the outside, not in here, but inside, and then you start doing the Larks head. So let's begin. In here, as I told you, we have in the last video make complete demonstration of this Matthew Walker knot. So the ring, pass it over, hold it in position with the finger, this finger, and now bring it inside. Here we have it. Now pull it, because this is nice to become close, okay? So here it is. Now pass it to this side. I think it's better to pass it to this side, or can work it in this side. It's the same actually. So you bring it. Now we have here the loop, so you bring it under. This time is under, and now inside the loop. Okay, here it is. You know, just give it a little force. So the first lark head is made. Now you make the second lark head with the other side. It's the same thing. Over the ring, pass it back, bring it in the inside, so between the loop and this other part, pull it to make the accommodation. Now you have already the loop, and here it is. Pass it now under and inside the loop, and that's it. So here you have the beginning, very easy beginning, and very beautiful and safe. This is strong. Okay, now in here all you have to do is to make half till here with this side, and half from here to this side. So here you pass it over and you bring it up, and now pass it under and you bring it under, and you bring it inside the loop, and close it. Now take notice, this is too much big rope for this. Okay, of course it will stay good and beautiful for certain effects, but the more strong and the more size it will be, the weight, the width or something like that. I'm sorry for my English, but the bigger this is, the more strong and the more force you have to do. If it is with the smaller one, this is just like cakes. Okay, but this one there is a little effort. Okay, so again, over, bring it in the loop, now under and bring it in the loop. Make sure that this will stay on the top. Okay, on the top, don't do it like this. You see, this one is like this and this one is out. Of course that you can turn it and make a spiral, but that is other effects. That is for other things. If you want to make it, just make it a straight, like this one. You see, it is a straight line. It's very important. And that's it. In this side is exactly the same thing. So you have it like this, you pass it like this, and it is done. Now the same, pass it over, bring it inside, make the slack to disappear, and now the same. And this is very fast to work. Once you start working, you will never end. Okay, so in here, just let's finish this so it will stay all good. And here we have it, 1 2 3 1 2 3. So we have 3 on all sides, 3 lark heads. So 1 lark head, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and the Matthew Walker knot. So this is the front, this is the back. The back, this one is half made. It's always like this. In one side is half made, in the other side is completely made. So this is important actually to make the ending. When you come here to the end, it is important that in the front you have one loop and one loop, and in the back half. You see, in the back we have here one loop completely, and this is half, because like this it will be the other loop. But this is the back, and this has to stay in the back. The front has to be with complete loops. If you take a good look at this one, you see how important it is. This is a complete loop, so you can count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then in the middle, you have this one. And here is the same thing. Now actually, wait a second. Ah, this one is the opposite of what I'm saying. Now that is a surprise. Oh, of course. Well, I wonder why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I have here one that it is 9. Very interesting. Perhaps this one is more tight than this one. Well, there are several ways to work. Actually, I think that this way is more beautiful. Not to do it like this, but to do it like this, to do the knot here. So you see, this knot should come in here, from one loop here and one loop here, and not in here. Anyway, it is not bad effect. It's not a bad effect, but I think that the effect like this is better. So actually this one has a better effect on the back, because this is the back, you see, there is no loop here. And this is the front where the loops are, and it has a lack. There is a lack of a loop here. Of course that we can still work it out. I have 9 minutes. Let's find it out. So when I work it out, as you can see, I make a small... It's not a mistake, but it's the beauty of things, you know. The beauty of things is always a problem. Of course, there are people who perhaps like it more like this, but this is wrong, okay? I didn't notice. I was working this one for us, and I didn't notice. But actually, it is of great importance for us to see that there are things that look right and beautiful and can be wrong. So this was wrong, all right? So what we do is we open it, so we create space. I don't know how much space I'm going to achieve here, and we have to pass it over and under. Alright, so this is the back. The back should be like this, okay? And in here we are going to do the same thing. So this is the loop. To work it like this. So here it is. Okay, you see here? Here, this one, this, you see it, is on top. So we have to really pull it. Let's find it out. Okay, should be good. Okay, it is good when we find, you see, there is nothing that cuts. If there is one up here that I cannot pass, it's wrongly made. Now it's perfect, as I was explaining. Okay, now it's very different. So I have 7 minutes. I'm going to do the Matthew Walker knot. Well, it was for our advantage. I'm sure that no one will forget this, alright? So this is wrong, okay? I didn't catch this one. So I made only one simple knot, but this knot has to be around the two. So now I'm inserting it, but this should be like this from the beginning. I have the other video, the last video, it was all on this knot. So this is just a small demonstration. Now when we have it here, we're going to insert it in here and inside this one. Here you have it. Now make sure to pull these ones, these two, you see these two, and then pull these. Make sure that it is the same in all the sides. Now we're going to close it. When we close it, we have to use, we can leave it like this, or we can then pull it. You can see that there is twistings in here. I don't have time, 5 minutes. There is a twist in here, a strong twist. So we have to pull it. But this time, because we want the knot to stay really close to the loops of the lark heads, I'm going to pull it directly. Take a good look. So I've pulled this side, and now I'm going to pull this side. Okay, and from here it will come from here, from here it will come from here, and this one is still a little, this one here still a little, I have to pull it. Aha, you see it now, the knot is more close to it, and now I have to pull it all, and here it comes. Here it comes. Okay, and we have the knot in place. If we want, we can pull it more, but I think there is no need for pulling it more, because actually it is okay. And here you have it. Now it's perfect. Now it's perfect, okay? So now is, as I told you, you have to bring it to have it all in the same position. This here is a little down, so you can make it, and that's it. So this is the back, and the back, now we have it. It is very interesting. Actually, I didn't take notice of it, but now it is much more important. Now you see the back. This is the back without the loop, and this is the back without the loop. So no loop here and no loop here. Why? Because in here we have the complete circle of loops. Take a good look. Loop, 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 loop. Okay? So no gaps. And this is important for the beauty of things. I tell you, if you have one of these like this, and you have in the same side, one as I have shown you just now when we have fixed this small, it's a small mistake, but it's a mistake that can cost selling, okay? If you have one of these and one of those, you will sell 100 of these and only 10 of the others. And people, they don't know why, but they look at it and it's a magical circle, okay? And although people don't realize it, they catch these ones. I have sell, as I told you, I've sell every day in my life for 5 years. So it's not little. It's 10 years, more 10 years, more 10 years, and more 5 years. So I have sold in exhibitions, in the streets, in the markets, in all places I could. Okay? And I have these experiences. There are things that we go to a street market and people don't know nothing of this work, right? Most people, they pass it, don't know. And if you have one that it is perfect like this one, they will grab it. And the other one that has a small defect that only we can understand it, and that people don't understand it, but the fact is that they don't grab it. This is my experience, so it is very important. Actually, it was important that I had made that. I don't know how I did it, but well, I did it. It's done. And now it is corrected. So, thank you so much for watching. 1 minute, okay. It was a good thing that we had time for it, for making it properly. Of course, in here you can put a ring. And there is also those situations that you can make it with a larger loop, okay? So in here you have this one for a ring and this one that you can put like this. You can insert it and then you pass these ones in here, okay? And they will stay just perfect. Take these out. Let's find it out. Ah, this one is worked here. Oh gosh. We give it space for taking out. Alright. And here it is. You see it? 90 seconds. Alright, here you have the loop. So you can have a big loop, so you can do this in the bags. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.